Hey folks, this is Rob from LearnByTheDrop.com, a place to learn Drupal. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you easy video embedding with the Embedded Media Field module. So you could find that module over at drupal.org/project/emfield. And the Embedded Media Field module is actually a collection of modules. You can embed images, video, audio. You also have media thumbnails, and we're also going to take a look at embedded inline media, which will actually allow users to place a link in the body field, and then that link will turn into the video player when you save the field or save the post. So the current version and the version I'm working off of is 6.x-1.18. So download that from drupal.org and unzip it and put the EM field folder in your Sites All Modules directory. Okay, so I'm going to go to my test site here, Getting Started with Drupal site, and I am going to get these modules enabled. So I'm going to go to Site Building Modules List, and I'm going to look for my embedded media fields, which I see down here. So I'm just gonna enable all of them: audio, image, media, and you can play around with them as you see fit. And we also want to enable embedded inline media, which is what I mentioned about pasting a link into text areas. So we're going to save that configuration. So the two main ways that this can help you get video into your posts is via a CCK field, and that you add to a post type, or via the link filter. And we're going to look at both of those real quick. Okay, so once we have that saved, we can then go and add our first field to our blog entry form. So we're going to actually go to blog entry, manage fields, and you can substitute whatever content type you see fit. We're going to have a label. We're going to call it embedded video, and then the field is just going to be embedded video. We'll select the field type of embedded video, and we'll click Save. Let's make sure we get an underscore in there. Okay, so the next thing we do is pick providers. My favorites are Blip TV and YouTube, and when you pick a provider, that means that people will be allowed to use those video link types to embed the video. We have some options for thumbnails here. Video display settings, video preview settings, and you could change all those. But we're just going to select our providers. You can make it required. You can also allow more than one value. We're going to save those field settings. Okay, so the next step is to actually add a video to a post. So let's go to Content Management, create blog entry. And we're just going to give this a title, put something in the body. And then we will do some things we need to do here that are required for the post. And then down here we have our embedded video field. So what we need to do is get a link to a video and then paste that in there. Okay, so I've got a link that I have copied over from YouTube. Let's make this published, and we're going to save that. And there we could see the video there. This doesn't really work too well with my layout, but that's something I could tweak later. But we have the video embedded, which is what we wanted. If we want to get rid of this you notice that we have the embedded video label. And if we just go to content types, blog entry, display fields, we could just say hide the label. Okay, so now if we go to our blog, there we go, that looks better. No more label there. So the second way that you can embed video is via the filters, and in order to via the video filter that allows a user to just drop a link into the body. If we go to site configuration input formats, and we go to our main input format, let's click configure. We should see a filter here for embedded inline media. So you want to select that and you want to save it. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is rearrange your filters so that this embedded inline media comes before your URL filter, because what will happen with that is if you put a link in there and it hits your URL filter first, it'll actually just turn it into a link and it won't embed it. So we've got to make sure that embedded inline media is before URL filter. It's a very important point. Okay, so once you've rearranged the filters, there's one more thing you need to do, and this is go over to configure, and you need to select which providers will be supported. So again, we could select Blip TV and YouTube, and you have some other options for the embedding custom thumbnails, the video display settings, the preview, basically the same as if you would add it as a CCK. And then you want to click Save Configuration. Okay, now let's go to create a blog entry. And we can call this video from Blip TV, let's say. And then we could say this is a video embedded blip.tv using the media inline filter. Okay, next thing we need is a link from Blip TV, and actually have one here. And I'm going to paste that. Fun video blip.tv. Publishing options. Let's make it published. And click Save. And you see now we've got that embedded player from blip.tv. So pretty simple if you just go through a few configuration steps, and the inline filter makes it really easy. One other thing you'll want to make sure of is that people have the permissions that you want them to. So for example, for the at the very least for the CCK field, if you add a CCK field, if you want anonymous users to be able to see that, you'll have to go to your permissions and for viewing that particular field, in this case field embedded video, and you'll want to give them those permissions so that anybody can view that. So this has been Rob from Learn by the Drop, a place to learn Drupal, talking you through embedding video pretty simply with the embedded media field module. Visit learnbythedrop.com for more video screencasts, blog posts, my beginner's guide to Drupal PDF, and also my Getting Started with Drupal video series. Thanks for watching.